will I lose my house if I need Medicaid?
No. The community spouse is what Medicaid calls the spouse that stays at home. And that person doesn't get kicked out of the house. They get to live in the house as long as they want to stay at the house. Now, there's misinformation out there because that was not always the rule. At one time, the government said even the healthy spouse had to spend down more assets they do now and even get rid of the house. So that's not the rule currently. Who in the world knows? It could come back someday. But at least right now, healthy spouse in the house, sounds like Dr. Seuss, but spouse in the house, get to stay there, gets to keep the house. Now, if you're a single person, different story. If in Ohio, Medicaid says they don't count the house for the first 13 months if you're single when you're on Medicaid, but when you hit 14th month, you have to have the house listed for sale with a realtor for it to stay exempt. And even during those 13 months that it's exempt, and once you have it listed with a realtor and it stays exempt, you don't know this, but Medicaid behind the scenes out of Columbus is running a tab, keeping track of everything that Medicaid did out on your behalf. And when you pass away, if you still own that house, Medicaid is going to slap a lien on it. So if you want to protect the house, the safest way of protecting the house, whether you're married or single, is to start ahead of time so we can either get some type of financial solution to protect it or put it into asset protection trust. If you're married, again, as long as the healthy spouse in the house should be protected if the rules don't change. If you're single, it is going to be hard to protect the house if we've waited until somebody's in the nursing home and that's when they starting to try. You can still protect a big chunk of the money, even from the house proceeds, as long as the house gets sold while the person is still alive. There's planning I can do and strategies we can put in effect and save a big chunk of the house value, but unlikely to be able to save the whole house if you're a single person and you're already in the nursing home and we're exploring Medicaid.